Hi, everybody. How are we doing? Day 5. Gosh, I can't believe it. This is my first challenge like this. And so, for those of you who have had the opportunity to join me, and for me just having the opportunity to do this for you guys, so amazing. And yeah, I can't believe it. It's day 5. So, of course, I'm going to give it a few minutes. You need to, actually join as I warm this space up. So, hope you will join me soon. As soon as you do, make sure you say hello. Would be awesome to see you on here. And I'm just gonna send a little note. Where are we? Hope we're all doing really well. How has this week been for you? Somebody's joined me. Give me a second. I will see who you are in just a few seconds. Where are you dialing in from? Let me know. Let me know. Okay. Who is with me here? Okay, I can see Shavquat. Nice to see you. And there's somebody else as well. I'm sure the name will pop up soon. I hope you guys are doing well. Awesome. You're interested. You're interested in being here. That's amazing. That's what I want to hear. It's day 5, guys. It's the last day. So make the most of it. There's no VIP session today because we covered a lot of doing in the VIP session, and now it's just about bringing it all together, all of the learnings. And I hope that you will take this away and really take it and embed it into your business, into your social enterprise. I know you all kind of are doing very different things, which is incredible. And a lot of these principles can certainly apply across all of our different spaces of work. So while we wait just another minute or so, make sure you let me know where you're dialing in from. I mean, I know there's one comment, I just can't see who it's actually from, but where are you dialing in from? The names will start to pop up, I'm sure. But give me a second and let me know as well that you can see my screen. It will say day 5. It will say that in the next few seconds. So hopefully that is popping up for everybody. Let me know. It would be good to get confirmation just so I know that it's actually showing up. Leslie, welcome. Thank you for being here. Awesome. I'm sharing right now, so hopefully you can all see that. This is the thing about being live. I mean, I can't interact with you guys directly, but hopefully you can see that. It looks like it's sharing okay. Amazing. Thanks, Leslie. Appreciate it. So let's get into it, okay? More people will join as we go along. So I just want to say, when you're dropping in live, I mean, Shavquat, I can see you here, but make sure you type in your name. I want you all to keep typing in your names as you join the session, because it's super important for me to know that you actually joined live today, because there's something very special on offer for anybody who shows up in today's live session, and it's going to be a different special thing from yesterday. So we'll see who shows up and takes this opportunity on board. So I just want to know, how you all feeling since going through these sessions up until now. 1, are you feeling overwhelmed? 2, are you feeling excited? Or 3, are you feeling what's another feeling? I don't know. Are you feeling 1, overwhelmed, or 2, excited to implement and get these things started in your own business? Hey, Shavquat, nice to have you on here. What are you feeling at this point? 1, overwhelmed, 2, excited to get things moving in the business. Would love to know. I know I'm feeling excited. I'm so happy to have been able to share all of this with you all. And, I know how much it has changed my business. And that's exactly what I want to do for you all, is to help change your businesses. Hey, Sajal, thanks for dropping in. So I know Shavquat, Sajal, you're on. Leslie, you're on. Amazing, guys. So haven't missed anything yet. We're getting started now. And what I just want to say is, what we've covered so far from the 4-purpose model is really around our mindset, the baseline of it all. And then we got into the model, the foundational operating system. So F for the foundational operating system, O for the opportunities that we can leverage that have that immediate payback in our business. And then U for that unstoppable offer. We covered that yesterday. And today is day 4. So we're going to get into our vibrant brand, that is You.Inc. And how do we build that up to have the reach and attract our dream clients? So fantastic humans who have attended these the VIP sessions as well, you got into the doing of the things. And so, you got to experience how to go within and really create what the tools for our perfect day so that we can do amazing things by having a high vibration in our day. We got into doing or we're really creating our 10-year dialogue and knowing what it looks like 10 years ahead, our business and that manifesto and that turnkey model for the systems that we want to put in place. Then in the VIP sessions, we dived into our clients' lifetime value and what our rate feels like, what feels aligned in terms of our personal rate, our charge out rate, and then how do we use all of these learning to build out a lucrative high ticket offering that is viable in the market. And then finally, last night, we really got into what is needed to establish your brand and the network and package all of that up into an offer that is high ticket, because I've said it before, you need a high ticket offer or something that can bring in more money more easily. So you need to convert less people in order to make the money of your dreams. And money is important, guys. It is just energy, and it's just energy that flows and changes, and it changes in its forms throughout. It's changed in its forms throughout history, from being shells and pebbles to then becoming wheat and grain and sorry, I'm losing my train of thought, but wheat and grain and animals, to gold coins, to gold bars, to now the notes that we use today, the notes and coins that we use today, and now cryptocurrency and blockchain. So really money is just energy, and it's flowed through history and changed in its form throughout history. So all you need to know is that money is not bad, nor is it good. But the more that we have of it, we get to do the things that we want to do. And you guys are all purpose-led leaders and entrepreneurs. So I want you guys to attract that money, because you're going to do amazing things with it. And so I want you to be really clear on these goals for yourself. And I know how important it is. So, oh gosh, I'm losing my spot. I keep fluffing around. Okay, so let's get into it, guys. Today we're going to talk about your vibrant brand, and we're going to focus on how to build up that brand, build a targeted network, the requirements for having that perfect balanced day, and how to keep self-evaluating and auditing yourself to know where you're at and how you can become a better entrepreneur, a better leader. So I want to know, where are you at now? Are you feeling excited? 1 or 2, are you feeling overwhelmed? What is the sense of feeling that you're having right now? Because it's been 4 days. Some of you have stuck with me throughout it, whereas others are, an on and off. But what are you feeling right now? 1, overwhelmed. 2, excited. I'm excited. I'm excited to see changes in your businesses and hear about it as well. Anyways, look, I hope there's excitement. That's what I'm hoping to hear. But I want you to play the imagination game with me. We love this game. I think it's super important. Take a moment to imagine that business that you've built on exactly who you are right now. Imagine that you have that brand that speaks to your people. You've got that network which is thriving and expanding. And imagine that your brand easily convinces people to buy from you because you have something they need. Sit back and watch the pipeline of projects grow. Imagine all of that. You know what? Maybe you've tried social media, you've tried paid advertising. You can't seem to attract your key clients. You've tried to explain to people what you're about and they just don't get it. They don't understand why it is important. And you don't have that strong online presence because you're just maybe not a fan of social media, or you don't have the capacity to post every day. So you spend so much time trying to generate leads, convert clients, and you're feeling stuck because it feels super expensive. It is the only way to go. Pay for a super expensive marketing campaign. But I just want to show you my 4-purpose model, and I've shown you the F, the O, the U, and today is really about the R, to basically help you build a brand that can magnetize and attract your dream clients consistently and establish your 20K plus months in your business. That's what I want for you guys to go on from there and use that to build out your empire. So maybe you think posting is a lot of effort, or you think that you're not in the position to be that expert online, or maybe you're worried about being an imposter and that people might judge you for your content. I want to tell you that this is normal to feel this way, but also know that there are tools that you can adopt to change all of this and make this work for you. You can use your brand to attract clients easily, and you can easily bring them into a journey where they go from stranger to being a paying client. And you can have that authority in your field with a strong online presence. So don't listen to those who tell you that you need to pay lots of money on ads. You really don't. You don't need to show up to icky networking events. You just need to create a strong reach, a strong brand, and an authority online. And I'm going to show you exactly some of the tools that I use myself. So you really ultimately do not need anything else to succeed. Hey, Zulfamin, I can see you online. Make sure you put your name down. We're gonna make sure we tag everybody that actually joins today. Something exciting that I want to offer those who showed up today. And so I just want to say that you don't need anything else to succeed. You have everything right now, and you don't need a single extra certificate or to worry about what people are saying. You don't need to succeed only by playing it safe. You can take some risks and you will see the rewards, I promise you. If you're joining me, I can see a few more of you joined, so please make sure you write down your name. We're going to tag you all. We're going to, hey, Waba, I can see you here as well. Amazing, amazing, amazing. All right, guys, let's get into it. So we've talked about target markets, right? And so how do we build up our brand so our target market can really see us? Target market meaning the people who make up your client avatar, right? The people you really want to talk to. So these are some of the things that you need to do. And I hope you're taking notes. As I said, this is a really important part of this process, is take notes, because when you take notes, you actually capture the information and it embeds in your brain in some sense. Sorry, water break. So the first thing is that you need to have 1 or 2 topics that you can really niche down on. Maybe just one topic, whatever it is that makes you feel comfortable. Because in my space, my topic is really around optimization, so like lowering our carbon footprint, and circular economy. Collectively together, they are my 2 topics. So I feel like from my engineering perspective, I bring them together through my experience, because that's the space that I want to attract people into my circle. So what is your 1 or 2 topics that you can really niche down on, that you're a specialist or an expert in? And don't get hung up on the words. Being an expert, being a specialist is not because you can do it all. It's not because you know it all either. It's just because you know just enough or just more than the people you are helping. And that is the secret to being an expert. Like it's a little, hidden secret that you don't need to know it all. As long as you know just more than your people and you have the capacity to find the information, then you can help them. Because for the questions that you don't know the answers to, be honest, be upfront. Look, I don't know the answer, but I can find it for you. That's why you're the expert. So know that, and then pick those 2 topics. The second thing is, where are people spending most of their time? So we talked about a lot of the platforms yesterday, and now the truth is most people are on Facebook. Almost the entire world is on Facebook. And although there are much less people on LinkedIn has a more clear and structured algorithm and targeted market. So you really just have to think about which platform works well for you. If you're more creative and visual, then it might be Instagram. Excuse me. So it's just a matter of thinking which platform really works for you and picking that. And the one thing to note here on platforms is your social platform is super important for bringing people into your circle, and also bringing strangers, so people you've never met before. And that's how you can expand really quickly with organic marketing. But a key thing here is you need to bring people into your secured space, because your platform can disappear in any moment. So LinkedIn, Facebook, they can say at any moment, for whatever reason, that you've breached community laws or you've breached guidelines. So, they can take your platform and get rid of it. They can basically delete your platform. So you don't have any control over that and no ownership. So bringing people onto your email list through your website and subscriptions, they're in your space now, officially under your control. So it's a matter of just, having them in your space officially. So that's something to just note there around platforms. The third thing is give, and give before you take anything from your people. So it's not about a transactional relationship. You're really wanting to nurture your people, share lots of content, give them lots and lots of value. It could be through posting daily with video tips. Maybe you've got some freebies that you could share, a book, a checklist, a newsletter. Just share your best stuff and don't hold back on your IP. Give me a second, guys. I'm just clicking back into the live because I want to see everybody and your comments. So yeah, don't hold back on your IP. Share as much knowledge as possible and build deeper connection. The fourth thing is consistently show up. I cannot say this enough. You need to show up every day. And if you've been checking out my emails that have been coming out about 9 hours before these sessions start, they are challenging you. And today was a challenge to show up with a video, show up live. And so question is, are you wanting to achieve confidence first before you show up, or are you ready to be brave? Because it's really not about confidence. I was nervous just before this session, and this is my 5th time doing this in the same week. So I get nervous as well, and I don't always feel confident, but I show up like this not because I'm confident. I show up like this because I am feeling brave. I'm always trying to feel brave. And that's what's more important than anything else. So consistently show up, because that's how people will start to know you. They will then learn to like you and then to trust you. And that's why it's super important. The fifth thing is make sure that you're engaging with your community beyond the likes and the comments, because those are all vanity metrics. You want to build deeper human connection and give them the spotlight when appropriate, celebrate them, and just really interact with them. Your community wants to connect with you. And finally, we talked about in the VIP session, so I'm getting that mixed up, but really the final thing is find a group who can be your mind trust, your support network, whether it's a group on Facebook, which is probably less personal, but I think finding a more personal little group of 3 to 5 people that you feel you connect with and align with, they can act as a sounding board, a force, a support network, whatever it is that you need, and maybe even opportunities for collaboration. So I think having a mind trust is super valuable. So that's really around brand and showing up. Now, the next thing, network, which there are some parts that will overlap with brand building, but we're going to go through it here. So I haven't, got it all written on the slide. So you make sure you write this down. Now, you will certainly have an existing network, okay? And that will consist of some of your business connections, some of your social connections. And the thing is, what you need to do first and foremost is create a list of your existing connections, put them all into a list. Hopefully you've got their emails, and start to collate who you've got already in your network. Now, the first thing I want you to do is, collate that list and filter that list. So although you have a list, it may come up with 100 people. You really want to filter that list, because ultimately this list needs to be the people you are happy to sell to. And selling is not a bad thing. I think I covered it in one of my earlier sessions, is if you're not selling, if you're not talking about your product or not calling people to action to, buy your things or jump into your inner circle, then you're not changing their life. You're doing yourself a disservice and you're doing them a disservice. So you need to be super comfortable that everybody in your circle, you're happy to sell to them, because you know what you're giving is of super high value. Okay, so collate that list and make sure that you filter that down to the people you are absolutely comfortable selling to. Second thing is create a target list. Now, this target list can consist, you can break it down how you like. It depends on what is most valuable to you and your business. So you can break it down between certain types of people and certain types of companies, or you can break it down into just companies that are of a larger size, companies of a smaller size, or maybe it's more effective for you to break it down into people with certain titles, and that's how your list works. So really think about your list and write down a target list of the people or companies or both that you really want to connect to, and you want to bring them into your network. And you want to bring them into your network either because they're a prospective client, they're a prospective employer, they're a prospective collaborator, or they're just people that you know might really align to your message and will be part of growing and expanding your network. So yeah, super important, create a target list. Third thing is win-win situations. So you need to have a really clear customer journey, how you take people from being strangers and then bring them into a paid service or program or product or selling structure. So really important for that to be very clear in your customer journey or your client journey. And so the fourth thing is, again, this aligns with brand, but it again, and with your network, even with the conversations you're having with individuals. So, you know, not just with your posts online and how you give people lots of value before you ask for anything in return. The same thing applies with your network when you're having conversations with them. Don't go in just with the intention to sell. The sale might come. It surely will, especially when you build these valuable relationships, maybe not straight away, maybe later on, or maybe even indirectly through connections and referrals. But the point is, you're not going in there to be transactional, because if you do, people will see right through you very quickly. You need to build rapport, actually connect with them, want to know more about them, and help them, because when you help them, they will help you. So that leads into the fifth point that I want to make, which is really nurturing that relationship and, you know, messaging them and making it very non-transactional. And then the final step is go out there, build your network. So do this daily, adding people daily to the platform that you select, whichever one it is, adding around 10 people daily. Then, you know, talking to those people, actually messaging them and building a conversation. And connecting with new people, I said that already. Having a conversation is the second one. And the third thing is join groups or other spaces where you know your people hang out, and add or communicate and engage on those groups. That's going to be very important to continue to put your message out there and continue to build your network. So yes, that's what we've got on networks. Hopefully you've taken some notes down. I feel like I've been talking really fast, but I'm sure you got some of those notes down. So yes, I hope you're all still watching. How you're feeling. Who actually is actively building their network right now? Tell me, one, if you are, yes. Two, if you are not doing it actively and daily. I want to know if you're doing it daily. One, if you're doing it daily. Two, if you're not. So who's doing that? I want to see some comments coming through. One, actively building your network. Two, you are not. And you need to do this daily. It is super, super, super important. One, I can see one. Yeah, Baba, well done. Amazing. That's so good. It's so important, so valuable to connect with people daily. And you can have up to 30,000 connections on LinkedIn, and unlimited people can follow you. So Zulfamin, one, you're doing that. Amazing. Dean, hello. Nice to see you on. You're not doing it. That's okay. That's okay. But you're going to do it right after today, because you know now how important it is. You know, there are people I've spoken to recently who just started doing this and only adding maybe 5 people a day and starting to have a few conversations here and there. And they've already, in a week's time, brought in opportunities, actual prospective clients, 2, in fact. So it works. And this is only from a couple of conversations, but go in there and do it. So you already have a lot of followers and connections. Yes, no, fair enough. But the thing is, are they buying from you right now? Are they buying from you right now? Are you feeling comfortable selling to them? Are they your prospective clients? If they're not, then you need to start targeting the types of people you want to bring into your space, because they're the ones who are going to help you build out your business, build out your empire. So yeah, have a think about that, Dean, and I appreciate it. You can certainly have a lot. You certainly probably have a lot now, but are they the right people for what you're trying to achieve? And are they already buying from you as well? So something to think about, guys. So let's get into the next thing. So I told you before, it isn't about, thanks, Dean. Yeah, no problem at all. So it is not about being confident. It is not about knowing everything. Ultimately, being the expert, being the entrepreneur, being the change maker that you guys are, it's about being brave. It's about showing love and having purpose. Having purpose, super key. Because this is what holds people back, is when they have fears, and that leads to these belief systems that they take on, which leads to these stories that we tell ourselves, and that leads to the way that we behave. And it often holds us back because we are too afraid to take the risk or to invest in ourselves, or step out of our comfort zone. Because when you're feeling comfortable, I promise you, when you're feeling comfortable, you're not expanding and you're not growing. So let's stop all of that. Let's step up. When we were born, I want to say this is really interesting. When we're born as babies, there are only two fears that we have, and that's the fear of loud noises and the fear of falling. But as life piles on, we grow our fears expand, they diversify, and we just feel stuck or oppressed in some sense from these fears. But the reality is that these fears are just made up to hold us back and keep us small. So we really have to ask ourselves, is this a reality for me, or am I just telling myself a story? So some of the most common fears that most adults can have is saying no, receiving wealth and abundance, and the fear of failure. So, what that means in terms of feeling like an imposter. So I really want you guys to sit with that for a moment and think about how you're going to be brave, you're going to have love in everything you do, and find a purpose. So the reason I talk about all of this is because it is about being perfectly imperfect and moving forward, and your mindset and the way that your belief systems come into play from those thoughts that we have is so connected and so important. And it is super important to how you show up as an entrepreneur. So when you're having belief systems that are limiting and fear-based or lack-based, you're not going to show up in a brave way, in a way that is aligned and in a way that changes lives. So I really want you guys to sit with that, really take a moment and think about what is the most important thing to you about why you show up. Why do you live in obligation every day? What are you willing to go through every day, even when you're unsure, you're scared, you're tired, you're fed up, you feel like nothing's working? Because a big purpose, a reason to live in obligation, is what drives new paradigms of thinking. The constructs that we've built up that create our perspective in terms of the stories we tell ourselves, that's created the meanings that we give to situations or words or feelings, that has given way to our belief systems and the way that we really create our reality, is not always the actual truth. And the only way you will know that is, how do you intuitively feel inside? When you ask yourself that question, that thing that you're not sure about, the thing that you're fearing about or feeling lack around, does it feel good or does it feel bad? That's the simplest way to know if something is right for you or if it's not. So in that sense, it's almost simplified to a point where it's so super easy to just know. Do you want to keep doing this in this way, or is this just a story? Is this not really a truth for you and in the world that you're living in? So I just want to highlight that in a very strong way, that our fears can either hold us back, or we can appreciate them, watch them, and send them along their way. Because if we hold back, we don't show up, we don't change people's lives, and we hold ourselves back. So yeah, I hope that you take that really to heart. I think that is a super important part of what I do, is to help people with these fears that they have that hold them back, and break down some of these stories that we tell ourselves. So I just that one's a really deep one. So we take a little moment with that, and know that everything that you need right now, you have already within you to change the world and build this amazing business. So a way to help with this in a more practical sense, things that we can do to have balance, to have our perfect day, is some of these things that I've listed here is really around helping us have better well-being in our lives and inspire creativity. How do we, attract abundance and feel okay with money and stop telling ourselves stories around money, and also just build our connection and love with others around us, because love is, and true proper love that is not judgmental and is not manipulative, is the kind of love that changes lives. It's the kind of love that allows you and frees you up to do the most amazing things in your world. So I don't know what your morning looks like, but starting your morning with something really connected and mindful is super important. Whether that looks like meditating and yoga, whether that looks like a moment to sit and just drink your water slowly. Honestly, sitting and drinking water very slowly is a mindful act. So what does your mindful morning look like? Think about that, because you want to have as many perfect days as possible in your life. As many. I know it's not always going to be every day, but this is the opportunity to build some systems into your life so you can have as many as possible. So what might mindfulness look like? For example, it might be, as I said, meditation, maybe some breath work, maybe journaling, or just sitting, being still, drinking your water slowly. Now, another thing that's really important is energizing yourself. So energizing yourself with some sort of movement, maybe it's some strength training or walking or yoga, cardio, whatever it is to get you moving. And this is something you need to commit to every day. So even if it's just for 10 minutes, because you just don't feel you got it in you for more than that to do every day, start with 10 minutes and build it up. I've been doing this for myself for the last almost 2 years now, I think. And it has been pretty much every day. I think I'd probably say I've hit the 90% mark. So it's pretty good, right? It's almost every day. But, that's where you be gentle with yourself, but make sure you stay on track as much as possible. Because I know in the past, I'd never really stuck with it. I'd exercise for a couple of months and then I'd really get over it. But exercising and energizing your body is super important for you to stay on track and stay focused on what you want to achieve. The third thing is embed some time in your day. Actually put a reminder in your phone to spend some time being creative. So you get to think about ideas and formulate ideas of how you can expand and diversify your business and try new things. So I think that's really important. Another thing that you can think about is your money stories and the things that you have picked up along your journey as a human being coming into adulthood. What are the sorts of stories that you have, come up against, and how do you start to overcome those and realize they are actually not true anymore and they no longer hold value in this life, and that you can ask for the sale, that you can ask for a call to action from your people, and that you can make lots and lots of money and it doesn't make you a bad person. So really thinking about that. And finally, again, love, human connection, treating everybody equally, treating every conversation that you have with your prospective clients, your prospective collaborators. Every conversation should be treated equally, and meeting people where they are, treating them with love, respect, and not just about, getting that payday. So really nurturing relationships. And this is why it's also intertwined. It's not just about work and the strategy and, the action taking in a business sense. It is really also about you as the entrepreneur and the visionary, the leader, and how you show up every day. And there are lots of tools that you can use to make sure you show up in the best way possible. And that's what I'm hoping to give you here today. So does anybody have a mindful morning? It'd be good to know. One, do you have a mindful practice that you do? You don't have to tell me what it is, but one, do you have one? Or two, not yet? Hopefully you do after this point. But where are you guys at? 1, do you have a mindful practice? 2, not yet? Where is everybody at? My mindful practice has changed so much over the last few years. So it's going to always change. But it's been a game changer for me to just wake up every morning and spend some moments just with myself. So 2, Zulfam, you don't have one yet. I do hope you start to think about some of the things you might be able to do, even if it's for 10 minutes, 15 minutes in your morning. What can you start to do to just wake up, not checking your phone, checking your emails? I don't know what other things that people do that are less mindful, but the morning time is when you've just woken up from a blank slate. You've been sleeping, it's primarily a blank slate, and you get to wake up and set your energy for the day. So you're not yet, but you'll start to do it. That's amazing, Zulfamina. It's awesome to hear. And it's really cool. You know, I do hope that it really changes your life, and hopefully this has given you some ideas. And what I want to sort of talk about now is that we've got these ideas how to have this amazing day, but something that I think is really important, with all of the things that we've learned so far, is that how do we keep ourselves accountable as we go along? Just back to the mindful morning. So you're not doing it yet, but you're not consistent. So you are doing it, but you're not consistent. That's okay. The fact is you're doing it, and now you've been reminded of it. So how can we make it more consistent? How can we make it at least, if you're doing 3 days, how can we make it 5 days a week? So that's okay. It's just a work in progress. Be gentle with yourself, but keep pushing forward. That's how I see it. So as I said, we've learned a lot of things about our businesses and how to make them amazing. We've learned a lot about ourselves, how to make ourselves amazing. The thing that I want to sort of talk about here is how do we audit the business and what's working, what's not? How do we audit ourselves to make sure that we're constantly moving forward? So some of the questions I'd like you guys to write down, if you're wanting to actually embed this into your business, is auditing your business every month and asking yourself these questions. What's working for me? What's not working for me? Where are my sales coming from? I'm going to try and slow down a little. Where are my leads coming from? What can I let go of? What do I feel good doing? So if you feel good about it, you should amplify it. So what do you feel good doing? And then how would you like your days to look in the short term, medium term, the long term? What does it look like? And that's for your business, to really look at your business and audit it. And I do this every month. It's up to you how consistently you want to do this, but every month is pretty good. So now I want you to think about auditing yourself, your life. So Jal, you're not consistent about the mindful practice. That's okay. That's good. As I said to Huaba as well, it's really about being gentle with yourself, but also pushing the dial forward. So hopefully you start to embed a more consistent practice. I think that would be incredible. So auditing our lives, okay? This is something that I also do. I think I do this every month as well. Actually, I audit my business every couple of weeks, and I audit my personal life every month. So with the life audit, the personal audit, think about 8 key areas of your life and rate them out of 10. So these are 8 areas. I hope you'll note this down. The environment around you, your finances or your wealth, your career or business, family and friends, love life, hobbies outside of your business. Although we all love our business, what are our hobbies outside of our business? And what's the rating out of 10? Our personal and spiritual development. And finally, health and fitness. So personal spiritual development, just know it doesn't have to be religious. It can be. It doesn't have to be. It just has to be something where you're personally having a time or moments or space for yourself to really be with yourself and sit with what what you're thinking and your belief system. So that's what it's all about. So we need to drown out all the noise. We need to decide on what is our purpose. We need to commit to focus, and we need to take imperfect action. And so, as I said, it is not about being confident. It is about being brave and showing up every day and pushing the dial forward in our business and ultimately defining who is You.Inc. What do you represent? What do you stand for? What are you about? So who here feels excited if I would go over my offer for my groupship program? And if you stay till the end, I will tell you about the special thing that I have for those of you that have showed up today. From what I remember, we've got Shafquat, Sajal, Zulfamin, Waba, Dean. You guys all showed up. So this is for you guys. So who's excited for me to share my offer? 1, tell me if you're excited. You're going to stay till the end, listen to it. 2, you're not really ready for this yet. That's okay. You can jump off. I want you here if you're excited and you're ready to hear about it. So who is ready to hear about it? 1, you're ready. 2, not yet. Where are you at? Ready to hear about this? 1, Dean, amazing. Awesome. Who else is excited to hear about it? There's a few more of you on. So what's going on? So Jal, you're here. You're ready to hear about it. I am ready to tell you. Who else? I'll wait for those. I won't wait for the answers to come in. I'll watch as they come in. That's all good. I'm going to get started. If this is not for you, it's totally okay to jump off. I will not take offense. But if you're ready, stay on. I want to offer you something really amazing at the end of all of this. So Zulfamin, you're here. You're ready. Amazing. So I have something really special in terms of this program and what I do, but I want to tell you more about the program first. So the program is built on the 4-purpose model, 4-purpose empire model. So F around foundational operating systems and building a purpose-led frameworok, and how we can turn that into a turnkey business model where we get to free up our time and we're not spending all the time working in the business. That's what F is about. The next part is about, and sorry, I'm not going to spell it out as the word FOUR just because they sort of they don't necessarily flow on exactly as the FOUR. But anyways, that's just a sidetrack. Next is about immediate return on investment based on the current skills, your current opportunities. So you're showing up, how to step up into your identity and create high paying engagement possibilities by helping clarify pain from your customers and create a market offering that is incredible. Then it's about your unstoppable offer. So offering attractive, high ticket offers that are irresistible, and they step into your circle and they're consistently reaching your audience essentially. And so you're consistently bringing leads and new projects into your inner circle. And you can see all of the value here as well that I add into this program. And I'll show you that again through the deliverables. And the final thing is about your reach, your effervescent reach, that vibrant brand, that authority of how you show up and you step out, expanding your network, magnetizing your brand, and attracting clients with the capacity, who have the capacity to engage you, because that's what we want, the people who actually have the capacity to engage you. So here are the deliverables of what you will get in the program. So initially, there's going to be a one-on-one game planning session. We're going to have, direct access to each other and talk about what is your roadmap looking like and the time ahead, valued at $997. Then we're going to have a bonus session every month that one person from the group will get to have one-on-one time with me, keep you accountable, keep you moving forward in your business. Next, we're going to have weekly group coaching calls. So every week there's going to be a coaching call. We're going to keep pushing each other forward. There's going to be actual action steps every week. And so you're actually going to have to stay accountable and do the work. And these values, by the way, they're the value for the entire year. So the value of these weekly coaching calls is 14,300. The next thing is every month we're going to get one of you from the group to actually present on an idea. Maybe it's a business idea, maybe you're going to attend a seminar, or maybe you have a pitch deck that you want to present to a prospective client or a prospective investor, and you really want our help on that. And we can help you by soundboarding with you on this plan. So that's really what that is about, and that's going to happen every month. So the annual value is $6,003. Then every month we're also going to bring in an expert to teach us about a topic that will help elevate us as entrepreneurs and also help expand our business so we can build out these empires and thinking about new opportunities and ways to grow. And this again is $6,003. And then we've got a private Facebook group, community, not a group, private Facebook community group that is really about connecting us together and having direct access to each other to keep us accountable, to have an opportunity for support and soundboarding on ideas. And really, this is invaluable, having people around you who are on the same journey. And so we elevate that again with a messenger group as well on LinkedIn, and that gives us immediate access to each other. That's valued at 2,857. And so these are all the deliverables in the offer, but I have some bonuses for you. So the bonus is content and templates for cash. So how do we create valuable content that actually attracts these high paying clients, valued at 854, and bonus resources around masterclasses, ebooks, any of my sort of lower ticket opportunities that come through that I create. My group ship get access to it for free. So there's going to be more to those resources as well as we go along that are not really defined here. So this is the whole offer. There's a lot in it already. And what the program is actually worth is $47,724 for the entire year. So even if you just, posted every day and went out and did this all on your own, it is certainly possible to do it on your own, but I'm here to help you do all of this faster and do it with ease and flow, because I've learned a lot of these things in my journey, and I'm here to share it with you so that you can do this more quickly, more effectively, more efficiently, and build the business that you deserve, the business that you desire. And so what I want to offer those who are action takers, the ones who are ready to pay in full, who are ready to do this now, ready to go for it, is if you pay in full, you get 3 bonus one-on-one sessions with me, and across the span of the year. So that's one of the pay in full bonuses, and they're 60-minute sessions, but they usually go for a bit longer, and they're just epic game planning sessions where we get to really curate and tailor your solutions, skyrocket your business. The next pay in full bonus is we'll do a messenger audit of 10 of your lead or prospect conversations that you're currently having or have had. And so I'll report on the findings and the outcomes and just tell you what was working, what isn't, what might you need to change. So with these extra values for the pay in full, it brings the price up to $57,282. That's the total value of this program with all of the pay in full bonuses. But what I'm going to offer you today is that you can pay $5,499 for this program. And for those who are really quick action takers, this is available for those of you who are ready to take action. But those who are really quick action takers, I will offer you $500 off the set. So from this price, the setup fee basically is what that is. So I'll take that off and you'll pay $4,999 if you're ready. But the other thing that I want to give you is another bonus because you've shown up live today. So that's for the people I called out earlier who have shown up live today and who showed up live yesterday. If you're ready to pay in full, another thing you will get is a 2-hour workshop to curate your high ticket offer. So we'll really spend time making it the perfect high ticket offer. And what this really brings up the price to, the total worth that is $61,270. So I'm giving all of that to you, not at $5,499 even. So not even at 9.6% of the total value, even less, because I'm going to take another $500 off if you're ready to do the damn thing and to do it immediately. That's my pay in full quick action takers incentive that I want to offer you guys today. And so I just want to say, I've worked with so many amazing people. I've worked with CFOs in the financial space and renewable space. I've worked with business analysts and business business analysts, sorry. I've worked with CSR specialists and ESG consultants. I've worked with lawyers. I've worked with a range of people in the blockchain space, people in the corporate partnership space. I've worked with a range of people. So I don't need to be an expert in your space. You're the expert, but I am the person who has built businesses through COVID, built them successfully and diversified, and started to build out my empire and learned a lot along the way, because I invested in myself as soon as I started my business. I didn't make a single dollar before I actually invested in myself, because I knew the importance of working with someone. I actually did one-on-one mentorship because I know the value that brings. But here I'm giving you this group offering that is so incredible, so jam-packed with value, that it's worth $61,270 for the entire year. But today, if you're ready to take action, I will not even charge you the $5,499 I said. I will take off another $500 if you're ready today. And if you're not, that's also okay. We can jump on a call. I'm happy to chat. I love to chat. I want to know if this is right for you, if you have concerns. But as I said, it's the action takers that are the ones that are going to benefit the most from this process. And they're the ones that I will certainly incentivize and who will certainly benefit the most. So let me post in this. Firstly, let me get an idea. What are you guys thinking? What are you feeling around this? Does any of this sound amazing to you? What does it feel like? What does it feel like, guys? Talk to me. While you do that, I'm going to just post 2 links. One is to see the program on the site. In fact, I'm going to open the site here as well. Sorry, I'm just looking at my other screen, but here it is. Yeah, thank you, Dean. I'm glad it sounds amazing. So, this is it. This is the program to change your lives. And it is still a small group. And the beauty of it still being a small group is that we get to work one-on-one more frequently. We get direct access to each other. And so I really get to know you on such a personal level. And that's what I love about the group. That's what I love about this program. So I'm taking a little bit of time. I'm just going to post a link to book a strategy call with me if you're ready to talk. And this is a free strategy call. So again, more free value. And what I want to do is look at your business roadmap, take you to another level. And that's what this is about. This is only for those who showed up live today. So I'm writing that in the comments. Live for day 4 and 5. Here it is. I pasted the wrong thing. Sorry guys, bear with me. So what is everyone else thinking? Dean, you're liking it, you're excited about it. Sounds amazing. What are the rest of you feeling around this? Does this sound like something that could be of value for you? Sorry, I lost my page. I'm going to copy that now and post in a link to the group. Thanks for the hearts. I appreciate that. Always love a few hearts. Here we go. And that's very specifically for those who showed up live, because you guys are amazing action takers. So here it is. Thank you for bearing with me. Thank you for staying with me this whole 5 days. I'm super, super, super grateful. This is my first challenge. I hope that I brought value to you. If you don't persist with me, that is okay. I am not offended. I'm here to give you value. This was a free challenge to give you as much value as possible, because regardless of what happens from this point onwards, I want to know that I have given you everything I can so that you can take this into your own business journeys and change people's lives. That's what I want. And so that's what I hope to have done today. And as I said, this is my program. If this is something that you're interested in, let's talk. But the strategy session is not just, that I expect you to be interested in my program. This strategy session that I've linked in the comments, that is for you guys who have showed up live today. That's another way of me just sharing some of my time with you guys and learning more about you guys and hopefully sharing some value as well. So that is, of course, for anybody who has shown up on these last 2 days live. And yeah, we can certainly talk about your business and the opportunities if you're ready. So you guys are still with me. Amazing. But it's really drawing to an end now. If you have, we've got a couple of minutes. Does anybody have any thoughts, questions they wanted to share? What did you think about the session? Please let me know before you jump off. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Love to know what stood out for you. Looking forward to it. Yes, if you jump into it, I'd love to see you in my calendar, Sajal. But tell me what you thought about today. What was it that really stood out for you? I'd love to just know from you guys, because feels like closing a little chapter here. So what has this what has this given you in terms of value? I hope that it's been valuable. I'm gonna stop sharing for a moment. Some of you are still on, so I don't know whether there's lag in the comments, but I think they're coming through. So tell me, guys, what has been the most valuable thing for you in these last 5 days? What has been what is your opinion of the challenge? Yeah, tell me your thoughts. Unless nobody's on the live and I'm just talking to myself, but I'm pretty sure I see people on here. But nobody is talking to me. So, I guess you're still typing, so I should be a little bit more patient. So, Jal, the session has been extremely comprehensive and was explained at a level one could understand. Definitely added value to the existing skill set. So, Jal, thank you. I'm so grateful. I'm really, really glad for that as well. Dean, so providing credible information. Thank you so much, Dean. And I hope that you guys get on to implementing, because it's all well and good to learn. Learning is fun, but let's get to doing. Let's get to some action taking. Hope you guys implement some stuff. Share with me how it goes. I'd love to hear your story and learn the outcomes. And book in a call. You showed up live today. Book in a call. You deserve it. I want to chat with you one-on-one, get to know you, get to know your business better. Sorry, I've got hiccups. And yeah, do what I can to help you out. So thank you all. Really appreciate you being here. Have an amazing weekend. And lots of love, lots of light, lots of growth, lots of expansion to all of you. Take care, everybody. Bye. Dean, I was just seeing your comment. I'm sure everyone would agree how incredibly insightful and valuable your experience is. Listening to you saves literally months of learning. Wow, Dean, thank you. That is a stellar testimonial. I really, really appreciate that. Thank you so much. That's very kind of you. And you know what? If it has really done that for you, then I've done my job. So I'm really happy. So thank you. Anyways, guys, take care. I know it's late for some of you it's early, but whatever time it is, I hope you have an amazing rest of your day and have a lovely weekend. Take a break, and I hope to see some of you in my calendar. I'm going to reach out to you guys see whether, this is what you need, this is what you, desire to push the dial forward in your business. That's what the strategy session's about. So looking forward to chatting soon, guys. Take care. Talk to you soon. Bye.